Hello and welcome to PlayStation Racer. My name is Mitchell Morgan and today we are heading off for the Clubman Cup Plus at the Tokyo Expressway. Before we do that, I'm just going to dive into the race difficulty and just double check that we are on the hard settings, because I have been doing some grinding which I do on easy. We are on hard, which is good, so we'll head across to the Tokyo Expressway. We'll pick up the Clubman Cup Plus. And we're going to do this in the BMW that we have used previously. Now, unfortunately, I didn't actually do the car bits and pieces on this one and go through the tuning, but it is a tuning that I have used previously. Nothing really very special about this particular one. We're on the Sport Soft tyres. And the main aim for this one is just to get through these back markers as quickly as we can. There's no worrying about fuel or tyre wear or anything like that. This is just a very straightforward sprint. I'm going to be honest with you, trying to get through this particular race without touching any of the other cars was really difficult. So I wouldn't worry too much about that unless you are desperate for a clean race bonus. This video is all about just getting through the traffic as quickly as we can, getting the race done as quickly as we can, and then just get the gold trophy. But as you can see, as we come around, still on lap number 1, we're already up into second place. We started in 5th, so we've only overtaken a few cars, but we're right behind the first place car. So there's plenty of opportunities with this particular car to catch up with the leaders without doing all of that sort of rubbing and banging and bumping that we were doing earlier on. The other thing I will mention, as I've mentioned in all of the Tokyo Express Raceway videos, if you can stay off of the walls and the barriers, then you will carry a lot more speed. The game does penalise you quite a lot if you hit those walls and barriers. So if you can stay off of them, even just lightly kissing them will cost you time. So if you can stay off them, that is all the better. And you'll notice with this particular one now that I'm staying quite a fair way away from them and sort of staying more in the middle of the track wherever possible, especially now that I know that I'm so far ahead and I know that I can get that car overtaken, and away we go. So big old slide through that one, saying that I was being a little bit careful. I got the back end really light on there. That does give me a nice purple sector, although we don't have the fastest lap. The fastest lap has gone to another car. But this isn't about getting fastest laps and clean race bonuses. This is all about getting into first and winning that all-important gold trophy. So as we come down the back end of this particular lap, I'll pick up at the beginning of the next lap, and it's going to be very quick because this is a very short lap. I'll try and pick up a few of my braking points and gears, although you can pause and rewind the video to pick up exactly what I'm doing and where I'm doing them. This is just showing you how quickly I did this to get the gold trophy. So we come down here, we're just 4th gear, flat through here. At the beginning of the red marks there, I just start to brake, not full on braking, but just braking a little bit down into 4th gear, and then just carry that 4th gear all the way through here. This is pretty much flat. If you need to lift, just lift a little bit to balance the car, but otherwise pretty much flat all the way through the tunnel. Gives you a real opportunity to get ahead of the cars. Just up into 5th gear there, as you go over the top, just before the red marks, getting it slowed down into 4th gear again. You can see I'm staying well off of the barriers here, and then up through the gears, up through the rev range, just over the top there, just as the road dips down, just coming off the accelerator a little bit just to balance it through there. On this one, just leaving it in 4th gear through here, again balancing the brake and the accelerator as needed. Still 4th gear, still 4th gear, just balancing that throttle. Still 4th gear all the way through here. I think you could probably do 5th midway through that corner, but I tended to like fourth gear, still fourth. So there's a massive amount of this track has just been in fourth gear, and fourth gear tended to be my friend for this one, if I'm perfectly honest. I spent more time in fourth than I think in this race than I have in any other race that I have run, and that does actually reward us with a fastest lap of a 1:29.7. Interesting that lap number 2 was a 1:30 dead. It's an interesting number to get, but as you can see now, we are over 3 seconds ahead of the second place, so still needing to push on. That 3 seconds could disappear very quickly, especially if we were to nudge a bumper or anything. So just watching for those braking zones, watching for the turning zones, thinking about the gears, and just keep on pushing. As I said, fourth gear tended to be the best gear for us on this one. I think we're on fuel map level 1, so just no real issues with regards to fuel in this race. As before with this particular track, it is very heavy wearing on the left hand side tyres, and you can see that these super softs are starting to wear on the near side or the left hand side as I am leaning on them through these corners. Not so much on the right hand side, so we can lean on the car tyres a lot more through the left handers, but as we go through the race we are going to need to just be a little bit more careful on these right handers, especially like this one, this really long fast right hander where the tyres really are having to grip the tarmac quite a lot. So just in fourth gear through here, braking at the beginning of that red brake zone, you know, where you got the red stripes. Once you can get through there and you get it straightened up and balance the car up, really pushing on, using all of the track now, just trying to get as much speed through here to keep pushing and try and just build that gap to the cars behind. But really we don't need to build it. All we really need to do at this stage is just to manage it. We are on the last lap, we're not going to be pitting, we don't need to go crazy. All we really need to do is just keep it honest, keep it even, keep it pointing in a straight line. But you guys, you know me by now, those of you that follow me, there is only one way that I know to drive, and that is, in this game anyway, is flat out. And again, even though I'm this far out in front, the muscle memory's kicking in, the adrenaline's kicking in, and I'm just really sort of going for it. Just keeping it out of the walls quite nicely at the moment. Haven't hit too many, which is enabling us to push on. This BMW is nicely sliding through some of these corners, which is really good. Not taking too much out of the tyres, which again is really good. So yeah, I guess you could say that all is good as we cross the line in first place for a very easy win in this little BMW M2 competition. Great little car, really nice. Gets us 105,000 credits and a clean race bonus, which is really surprising me, considering we had to go through the traffic and considering I thought we touched a few walls. But to get the clean race bonus really is a nice surprise and a nice welcome boost to the credits as well. So the main part of this one really was getting through the traffic initially, but keeping it out of the walls as much as you possibly can. I was quite fortunate in this race that the traffic fell quite nicely for me. I had some nice openings where I could put the car down the inside, which did make life a lot easier, and just managed to push through the traffic. And then it was just a case of chasing down the leader, getting that move done, and then really once I was out in front I could dictate the pace, stay out of the walls, and just really push on. So I hope that you found this video useful. If you have, please hit that like button. If you're new around here, please hit the subscribe button, because it will really help me no end, and I will really appreciate it, as do I appreciate all of my current subscribers. If you are a current subscriber, thank you ever so much for continuing to support my channel and my journey with Gran Turismo. We're just working through the World Circuit races at the moment, and in early to mid-August, we will be going into, whoa, big slide through there and a kiss of the barrier. We will be going online with the daily races, and I'll be working through, I think I'm on a D rating at the moment, but trying to see how far up we can get. Normally I'm a high C, low B rated driver. I'm hoping to try and get that up into A, so please join me for that, and follow me along as I continue to slide this BMW. I'm enjoying this replay while I am rambling. For now, I'm going to call this one a day, and I look forward to seeing you on another video very, very soon. For now, thanks ever so much for watching. Bye bye.